guys? You're here with Emilio, your host of Inglorious Blasters. Some more gameplay for you here. This is round 2 of a local weekly tournament that we play at SBT Comics and Games. And this is between myself and Ryan playing a Luminara 2 Padawan deck. And I'm playing my modified Vader Raider deck. So we both were able to attend some SoR pre-releases, and we kind of modified these decks with whatever we were able to get. So it should be interesting.
We're both rolling like beasts here, Tristan.
Luminara is interesting because it lets you resolve her special to increase a character's die by 2 or by 3 if it's a non-unique. So effectively making those Padawan hit pretty hard. I believe that brings them to 3 or 4 damage. Sorry, 4 or 5 damage on, depending on the side that it lands on. So we'll see how effective that is in the match.
I was like, wait a second.
See who gets first pick here.
That was on 2 for 1.
I wasn't too sure.
So Ryan rolls a 4, I roll a 5, and I choose Ryan's battlefield to take 2 shields on Vader. Definitely a big fan of always having 2 shields on Vader. 15 health pool Vader is always a daunting task.
I'm gonna remove that to reroll 2 of my dice. Blaze ability.
Ryan rolling Luminara out.
Cool.
Rolling a 2 melee damage.
You got it.
Sorry about the glare here. It's really hard to see some of the cards, some of the dice. So I roll a special on the holocron. So disrupt, shield. Ryan goes ahead and plays a Luke's lightsaber on one of the Padawans, drawing some attention to that to try to pull my damage away from Luminara, depending on who I decide to attack.
Something I redeployed now.
So I go ahead and I pay to roll the
Suspiciously close to Emilio's resource.
roll the holocron special ability in, which I chose to upgrade with Mind Probe. Really early Mind Probe can be super dangerous. Unfortunately, I didn't get the Mind Probe special, but I do have the 3 range damage showing. So I go ahead and pay 1 resource to shoot Luminara for 3, I believe.
Actually, you know what? Sorry. Let's put it to her.
Figure to focus her and remove her special ability off the battlefield because I can get dangerous quickly. Ryan goes ahead and uses the special on the Luke Saber.
Yeah.
Hits Vader for 2, unblockable. I go and replay that holocron down on the Raider. Basically trying to bait Ryan into throwing some damage at the Raider if I can get him dangerous looking enough. Focuses one side of the Padawan die to 2 melee damage, using the other Padawan die. So Ryan's showing 4 damage total here. I do have to be aware though that Ryan can claim focus the
that was just my...
that's what's gonna happen. So basically uses the Emperor's Throne Room to turn Luminara's die to her special, and then effectively taking that Padawan die from 3 to 5 damage and allowing him to resolve that. So that was best play for sure because he got the most value out of the die that he had showing. So I roll in the Raider first. Don't like what I got. So I pitched a reroll. Now I'm showing 3 melee damage. I just want to try to get some quick damage in before the end of the turn, basically. So go ahead and resolve the 3 to Luminara. Ryan had claimed, so he's going to go first this round. Rolls in the Padawan with the Luke Saber on it. A blank and a resource. Not too helpful right now. So I go and roll in Vader and hit the Mind Probe special right away. So I screw up here, and I actually tell him to discard for Vader's ability, but I should have rolled and then decided because of the Mind Probe.
That die.
So Ryan goes ahead and flanks the
Yeah, if I have
Mind
more
Probe special to
characters.
get that out quick. So basically, it doesn't matter that I screwed up, but it could have cost me. Resolving 2 damage from Vader over to Luminara, so she's down to, she has 8 damage already out of 10. Getting rid of her early is pretty effective in this particular deck setup, because her special is pretty useful. So I did go ahead and force striked her for the last 3 damage that she had available there, and killed off Luminara.
Yep, that's fine.
Ryan discards to reroll.
I'll do 2 to Grievous.
Showing some melee damage now, so he's showing a total of 3.
I will pay 1 to Field Medic.
And he throws 3 to the Raider, killing him.
3 to the Raider.
And
I don't think I was too upset at that point because Raider wasn't that important to me yet.
Resolving post special.
And Vader's got 3 shields, but he's also showing 2 damage underneath those shields, so
Using
I'll
resolve
take a
effectively
resource
he's at
and
14
throw a
health.
lightsaber on the paddle one.
Rage.
4
Yep.
damage. Get a 4 to
go ahead. Ready up for the next round here.
5 to play it from the display.
We both take our resources and decide our first place.
Yep.
Alright.
Pretty good.
Anchor down. Yeah.
So he's got another lightsaber on that Padawan, which has redeploy.
Can't do that.
I haven't placed damage to either one of those yet, but
Oh, yeah, 4.
hopefully
Oh yeah. That's
Vader is about to start rolling that Kylo saber in.
And then
They'll show some melee damage, 4 melee damage total.
Right?
Yep, all the dollars are gone. That's it. Dollars are gone.
Right, I'll switch that.
Blanks my 2 black damage there.
I'll pay 1 to play all in.
First session. What we call it.
So I go ahead and discard to reroll.
Use that to turn both layers dice.
Not showing anything tremendously useful.
Pretty terrible.
Focus 1.
Sorry again about the glare here. We're sitting at a different spot than we usually are in the store.
Nope, it was these 2.
There's some construction going on.
Sorry,
They're
one of the Padawans?
extending the back of the store actually, which
Oh,
will
no,
be
right, 'cause I
pretty
changed my
sweet
mind.
to
Yeah, you went for.
film with a bit more room.
No shields though.
And then I will do 6 damage to Grievous.
So Ryan running out of options here resolves the special, doing 2 more unblockable to Vader.
Yep.
That's everything? That's everything.
I will that resource is
So
actually
I'm considering using a disrupt here from Vader's dice.
I'm gonna pitch the defensive position. Reroll. I will logistics.
I'm going to. He doesn't like it. Oh wait, can't.
So I go
Oh,
ahead
no,
and
no.
he doesn't
Yeah,
like
yeah.
his dice away, just to make sure that he can't actually use that before the end of the turn.
I was getting confused.
His Luke Saber die.
Or
He goes and discards to reroll. Gets 2 melee and 1 resource side.
I will pay 2.
So I resolve the special from Kylo's die, which is 2 unblockable, and if you... Sorry, not 2 unblockable. If the character is showing shields that you hit with it, it will allow you to do 2 damage and then re-roll the die into the pool.
Yeah.
So let's say you have
Willpower,
a
it just
character
moves
with
1
3
damage.
shields, you can actually resolve the special, re-roll
Nope,
it.
it's just, it moves.
If you roll the special again, next turn you can resolve that, or next action rather, resolve that, hit the other shield, re-roll the die 1 more time, effectively being able to do 6 damage. So I 4-strike my Vader die and do 3 more to the Padawan before the end of the turn. I think I was prioritizing trying to claim here as fast as I could.
I'll hit Vader for 2.
So I go ahead and claim.
Take the
Ryan
resource.
takes the resource and plays defensive stance for a couple shields.
And we're good.
So we haven't seen the use of any really effective new SOR cards here.
Does it begin?
And I'll roll layout.
It's like a good reason to start running crime when you begin.
I do think I have a Makashi training in my hand now. And that card's good for a couple different reasons. One, it shows a bunch of modified melee damage, which works well with Vader, but the action ability actually lets you tap down the card or exhaust it to be able to remove one of your dice showing melee, even if it's modified, to remove one of their dice showing melee. So it's a
I can choose
mitigation.
that after I roll in, right?
Just
Discard?
confirming here that the
Yeah,
Mind
it's
Probe
after
special
that,
gets
right?
chosen
Yeah, it's after
after
that.
I've rolled in, so effectively I can see if I roll a special,
No.
I can tell them not to discard from Vader's ability, because that would basically remove a damage from Mind Probe's
Do you have any money?
power.
I'll just start to search my hand.
How much time is left on that timer, Ryan?
31 minutes.
Oh, that was a good one too.
Kill the pilot.
Yep.
Go ahead and play Makashi training here. Ryan rolls out the Padawan and hits the Luke Saber special again. And I go ahead and roll the
Discard.
Okay, cool.
roll Vader in,
Right, even that doesn't even
showing some range damage from Mind Probe. The special on the Kylo
Oh, yeah.
Saber. I forgot the Makashi die.
2 unblockable to Vader.
Yep.
Oh, the glare is terrible here. I can't see anything that are on the die at this point.
Black one.
So I use the Kylo special because I see the 2 shields there. So I knock those off and get to re-roll the die into the pool.
How many 4 strikes have you used?
2.
2. Okay.
Ryan was just checking if I had used both of my 4 strikes, which I had at that point. So he rolls in, showing 3 damage for 1 on the Saber. And then just a resource on the Padawan die.
That is too bad.
So I discard to re-roll here. So I'm showing some modified damage and that 3 damage on the Mind Probe for 1. But to be able to use that, I'm going to need to take that Vader die. Decide to re-roll instead.
I'll do 4 damage to Vader.
I keep missing the black damage here. I believe the Makashi training die is also showing modified, so effectively I think I have 5 modified damage showing, so all I need is a black damage, and I can't seem to get it. Get the Mind Probe special. It's still pretty effective here, actually, because he still has 4 cards in his hand, so...
Yeah.
Goes ahead and plays a lightsaber to get something out of his hand, basically.
It's a good plan, sir.
So I go ahead and
And then,
kill the 1 Padawan with the 3 damage from Mind Probe there.
Yeah, I'll take this shit.
She was already rolled, right?
Yep. Yeah.
The lightsaber redeploys, so now the other Padawan's got both sabers and a raised staff now. It's already exhausted though,
Do
so
4 damage
the
next
character's not
round.
going to be very useful
Surprising.
this
Let's
round.
see if we can have a game right now.
Copy
I do roll the black damage there on Vader. Yeah, that's 7
that's
damage
3, 4,
because
5,
it's
6,
4
7.
modified, and then 3 from Vader's black. So if he can't mitigate, that's game.
Alright, I'll roll out layers.
And that's it.
Yeah, you
All
got
right,
it.
guys, thanks again for joining us.
I know,
And
yeah.
remember, if you liked the video, hit that like button, subscribe, and give us a comment with any feedback you might have. And next up on the channel is actually going to be the final game of this particular tournament, and should be up in the next day. See you then.